Good morning, it's good to see you. I'm in Sanur for a few days catching up with Sanur Diaries Adam, and I've come down to have a look at the sunrise. It's about 5:45 in the morning. Hopefully the clouds will move away a little bit to give us a bit more. I've been coming through Sanur for a few decades now, and I understand why a lot of people choose Sanur as a retirement destination. And while it sort of probably wouldn't suit me, I get why people do it. I'm going to get a coffee, watch the sunrise, and then give my ideas or my opinions as to why I think Sanur is a place that, you might enjoy retiring to. Old fishermen never die, they just smell that way. Balinese humour is certainly one of the things that you love about the place, or I love about the place. I find the Balinese really playful and almost childlike, which is really, really nice. I think the first and most obvious reason why you might choose Sanur as a retirement destination is the fact that it's in Bali. You know, just simply being in Bali comes with certain things. The Balinese are incredibly hospitable people. They're very warm. It's a very calm environment to stay. The location itself is very close to some destinations that you might want to explore. There's Nusa Penida and Nusa Lembongan that ferries run from directly from Sanur, which would be great for a couple of days or a day trip. You're only sort of 20 minutes, 30 minutes from, or maybe a bit more, 30 minutes to perhaps Ubud as well. You're right next to the airport. It's 15 minutes to the airport. You're just across the road essentially from Denpasar, the capital, if you have your immigration stuff to do. The location itself is very, very good. The fact that there's no waves here, on the inside anyway, makes it a place where you can swim and enjoy it. This morning's starting to break now, and it's become really quite a wonderful sunrise. So yeah, the location's very, very good. It offers access to things that you might want to do. Having said that, there's also the facility and the ability to never leave Sanur. You can walk around Sanur. It's not so large that you need to have transport. I know people who have been living here for years and they rarely go outside of the boundaries. For those who may not be aware, Sanur has a beach walk that runs about 8 kilometres along the full length, the full coastline of Sanur, and you'll have plenty of opportunities to exercise, as many people do at sunrise and also throughout the course of the day. No bikes, no cars, so that makes it quite peaceful here. You might get the odd bit of music coming out from one of the bars, but you can find plenty of places, or in my experience, you can find plenty of places just to sort of sit back and be at peace in the place. And related to that location is there's a new hospital that's just been built, I think about 8 months, a year ago, and apparently it's been built to international standards. I don't want people to take my word as gospel about this, but apparently the standard's quite high. I have read that the charges are quite high as well, but at the end of the day, if you've got the right insurance or you're self-insured and you can cover those sorts of things, it's nice to know that there's a reputable place right here in Sanur. I've come across a young guy practicing his juggling skills of bottles and mixers. Selamat pagi.
Ya, selamat pagi.
Saya boleh saya video this?
Oh, ya,
Ini?
boleh.
Silakan.
Oh, ya.
Siapa nama Anda?
Bagus.
Oh.
Sorry.
Maafkan saya.
Baik,
I won't talk. I think I might have put him off. Wow.
Dari mana?
Perth. Australia, ya?
Australia.
Ya. Oh. Bekerja di mana?
Masih sekolah.
Sekolah?
Yes.
Mau bartender, ya?
Ya, jadi bartender. On cruise line. Ya.
Berapa lama coba?
Baru 6 bulan.
6 bulan?
Ya, 6
Oh,
months.
6 months
Yes.
practicing?
Yes.
Wow. Satu lagi?
Oh, satu lagi. Oke.
Oh, 3. Oh, hati-hati.
Ya. Sorry.
Ya. Oh, ho, ho.
Aduh,
He's very good.
Ulang.
Go home. Yeah.
Ah, gagal.
Makasih banyak ya.
Sama-sama.
Bagus.
Ya.
Sampai jumpa lagi ya.
Ya, sampai jumpa.
I love that. This beachside area of Sanur must surely be some of the most expensive real estate in Bali. Surely. It's quite a nice hotel, isn't it? I see a line of people with cameras down here and they're faced this way, away from the beach. And I'm curious as to why they're doing that. Are they a club sort of photographers just looking to get photos of runners? Or and the rain's come as well. It's been a really gloomy morning and I've been worried about the light because I don't want the video to be really dark. But now comes the rain, so it could very well be a wet day. You see these people here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's probably 8 groups of photographers here, and I thought maybe there might have been some flowering or blooming plants, but it seems to me they're looking to take photos of perhaps the runners that are coming along, and I'm going to ask someone if they'd be kind enough to tell me what's going on. Good morning, sir. Selamat pagi. Apa kabar? Can I ask, there are many photographers here. Are you taking photos of runners? This guy? Okay. Excuse me. Maafkan saya.
Sir,
Can I?
speak English, sir. Sorry.
What are you doing? This one? Good morning, sir.
Yes.
What are you photographers taking photographs of?
Like for runner.
Runners.
Yes.
You're a photography club?
Not club. They have the special application for that. So we take photo and then upload in application, and for runner they will buy in application.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
I understand now. So it's a business.
Yeah.
Right, I thought it was perhaps a little bit naive of me to think that they're out there just on an amateur sort of basis. So these people will take your photo as you're running by, and there's an app that you can download your photo from, and obviously for a small fee. If you're a runner and you want to look at your form, I guess why not? In the self-absorbed world we live in now, it's no surprise, I guess, that there's a strip of photographers that people would come down when they're feeling svelte and fit, knowing that they can get onto that app and buy a photo of themselves. Self-absorbed, he says, who's got a YouTube channel. Selamat pagi. Apa kabar? Mancing?
Jaring.
Besar? Ikan?
Jala.
Jala.
Ya. Nggak ada ikan, jarang ikannya.
Makasih Pak ya.
Ya.
I've asked, or I've approached a few Westerners this morning who are walking dogs or look like they're long-termers or living here, and they're not interested. They're just going to enjoy their morning. Obviously, 6 o'clock, 6:30 in the morning, when you're probably not at your best, isn't the right time to be asking people, and I might just let that go. I was hoping to sort of pepper this video with contributions from people that live here, but I think I'll respect the feel or vibe of the place and let it go. That's one of the attractions for sure of Sanur, though, is the expat community here. Depending on your taste or your wants, I guess, there are some of us that find that expat community a little bit incestuous, and there's a man clapping over there. Buggy. And we kind of don't function too well in an expat group, but there are many people who like that social interaction with other people from their own country or other Westerners, and Sanur offers that. It's got a huge expat community, and that's, for many people a great positive if they're going somewhere to retire to. And I completely get it. As I've mentioned in other videos, I felt socially isolated there for a while, living in a little village where I was the only Westerner, and became starved of conversation and contact. So I get it. If an expat community is something you're after, Sanur's got a huge one. For those interested in the street rate today, the Aussie is at 10,575. I don't know what the official rate is. Probably like most places, if you're in a more exclusive, expensive area, the exchange rate is a little bit less, I've found. I'm gonna have to keep my eye on the path now as more people make their way out for their morning exercise. Another aspect of Sanur which you will enjoy, I think, retiring here is the infrastructure. Everything works, transport, power, the Wi-Fi I've been getting in the place that I'm staying, which I'll show you at the end of this video, as well as all the places I've stopped in. Very, very good quality and reliable. Here's a nice little hurdle. Everything works, and this extends, I guess, the infrastructure concept extends to food and accommodation. Yes, you can spend whatever you want. You can have some outstanding meals in Sanur, world-class food, cuisine, but you can also have the cheap warong food. Where I am on the street, I am 50 metres up the road. There's 2 or 3 little warongs. I ate in one last night, and I think it was 30,000 for a chicken and rice, or nasi goreng, which is, you know, it's the same as what you'd be getting in any kind of village, really. The accommodation has the same gamut of prices. You can pay just on the other side of the main road there, on the north side of Sanur. There's things that the Indonesians call costs. They call them exclusive costs. These are 1 bedroom, invariably 1 bedroom. I think you can get 2 now, but this is 1 bedroom, like a studio with a bathroom. But these exclusive costs are really quite well finished with air conditioners. They look modern. Wi-Fi, everything that you need, and you can rent one of these for $250, $300 a month, and it's only sort of 1.5 kilometres away from the beach, 2 kilometres away from the beach, I guess. At the other end, of course, you can pay whatever you like. There's a hotel down here on the water that is in the thousands a night. I think it's about $1,300 a night. But I think by and large, most people, I'm going to stop here because there's music. I think there's most people, well, where I am, it's $30 a night. And if I negotiated that, I could probably get that for about $600, $700 a month. And that's perfectly fine. It's got a fridge. I'd buy a little 2-burner stove. So the cost is still reasonably good. There is your budget. You'll find something for your budget here. If you were simply retiring on an Australian pension, for example, which is, was it a couple of thousand a month now, that'd be enough to live a simple existence in a very nice place, you know. And of course, it has to be acknowledged that Sanur offers a lot of luxury. You know, I think this is a relatively new place, but it's right on the beach. You know, you've worked hard all your life. You're financially secure, and why wouldn't you treat yourself? But it must be new, I think, because they've got the image of the chef out there. Selamat pagi.
Selamat pagi.
Apa ini? Minum?
Ya, smoothie.
Smoothie?
Ya.
Gratis?
Ya, gratis.
Coba?
Ya, boleh.
Oke.
Ingredientnya strawberry, banana, peanut, sama peanut butter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Banana, strawberry, and peanuts, yeah?
Yeah, and spinach also.
And spinach?
Spinach.
Oh, spinach.
Yeah,
okay,
and
okay.
peanut butter.
Bottoms up.
For your boost energy.
It's very nice.
Yeah, thank you.
Enak sekali, very, very nice. Sundari, yeah? Sundari Beach Resort.
Sundari.
Ah, Sundari.
Yeah.
And ada kamar di sini?
Not yet open.
Okay.
Later.
Later, ya?
Yeah.
Makasih banyak.
Ya, terima kasih. See you soon.
See you soon.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's lots of nice places in Sanur, and at the end of the day, we need to.
I watch you on YouTube.
Do you really?
Hello, how are
Hello, I'm good. Who are you?
you? Nell.
Nell, thanks for watching, Nell.
Husband
Hey?
always trying to get something.
Oh, let's
free.
go and have a chat. When did you first start watching the channel, Nell?
Probably about
2 or 3 months ago.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
So you travel all over, don't you?
Yeah, but Indonesia and Bali is sort of close to my heart a bit now. I sort of get back here pretty regularly because I just love the place, you know. But you come here pretty regularly, do you?
Yes, yep. Hubby loves surfing and it's just,
how are you, mate?
It's got everything for us here.
Nell and Smitty.
Yeah, there you are, mate.
Wayne, good.
Hey, Wayne.
So you come for the surfing?
Yeah.
And you come for the relaxation and the cocktails or something, is it, Nell?
Massages.
When you've had a long day out on the board, mate, you get a good one at the end, eh? And is this the annual holiday type thing? You come over sort of
Second time this year.
Couple of times.
Twice this year.
Yeah.
Hopefully, the older we get, the more we do it, eh?
Yes, yeah. Looking forward to retirement and travelling indefinitely.
When do you think that'd be? When are you going to pull the pin?
When the kids finally grow up.
How old are they now?
When the frontal lobe forms.
Oh, okay. So they could be 22-year-old and still have the 5-year-old mind, wouldn't they? Yeah.
That's exactly.
Do you stay on the beachfront?
Yeah, generally, yeah.
Yeah, right. What are the prices like? Because I'm sort of always back a couple of streets because I'm a low budget traveller or a budget traveller. I guess you can pay anything from $100 a night to $1,000 a night,
That's
really,
correct,
couldn't you?
Yeah. The Gazebo Hotel just down here has got some very, very basic cheap rooms.
Oh, has it?
Yeah.
On the water, on the beach walk?
Yeah, it's right here.
Yeah, all right. Gazebo.
You can walk, I'm sure they can have a walk through it.
Yeah?
Beautiful gardens and
Yeah. Can I ask what part of Aussie you're from?
near
Cabarita
Byron
Beach.
Yes.
Where's that?
Near Byron Bay.
Oh, near Byron. Well, that goes a long way to explain why you're all laid back and easy going, then, don't it? Can I ask what you do back in Oz?
I'm a builder.
You're a builder,
Yeah.
right? And now
I do his paperwork.
you do his paperwork. He's a good builder, then, eh?
Yeah, he is a good builder.
Thanks for stopping and saying good day, guys. I'm going to keep going.
Yep, no worries.
Cheers.
You enjoy your day.
You
Okay,
too.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
See you, mate.
Well, there's no doubt, there's no question that this resort style living is and would be enjoyable and a lot of fun. Like, it's just, great to be able to just sort of, I don't know, for those people that work most of the year and they want to treat themselves to a really good holiday. Yeah, this place is knocking your socks off, isn't it? For me, though, the Nusa Duras and the Sanurs, these types of places, they're just a bit detached for me from sort of local Balinese culture. And look, not to say that it isn't here. You can't get away from Balinese culture. It permeates through everything, as I've said before. But here it is very resorty, and that has its own insulator. It's sort of it's protected by itself and removed somewhat from Balinese culture. And I kind of need something a little bit more in touch, in contact. But that's not to say just because that's what I want that other people should want it as well, of course. But the resorts are just endless. They're one after the other. One after the other. Look, it's a very nice area to be. But just have a look at some of these properties. They're just wonderful. It's just a marvellous, marvellous place to be spending some time, isn't it? With that as your view. It really has to be some of the most valuable real estate in Bali, if not Indonesia, surely. Be interested to know what they're paying here. I vaguely remember reading at one time it was $3,500 US per square metre. That was just for the land. Looking at this door, which isn't of much interest at all, but looking at the surrounding frame, it's different. I notice it's different and suggests a lot of age, that these stones, corals or rocks, have been taken off the beach, obviously, and as opposed to the other ones we've been seeing that have come out of a quarry or have been mass produced. This one actually gives me a feeling that someone's made it themselves with the headstone or the top piece put on. They've gone and just picked the rocks up or the coral up off the beach. I see a fisherman here. I'm going to ask how his morning was. Selamat pagi, Pak. Ikan banyak?
Tak ada ikan.
Ya?
Tak ada ikan.
Berapa? Saya boleh lihat?
Boleh.
Ya, makasih, Pak. Oh, besar. Ho. Ya, bagus ya. Oh, berapa harga 1 kilo ini?
50.
50. Bagus, makasih ya.
Ya.
50,000 for the big fish. That was quite a good catch. So if that's 100,000, he's probably got a few others there. That's probably 200,000 or 300,000 he's made this morning if he gets to sell all of them. Rough estimate. It's a little surprising actually that these local fishermen can just walk out, there and within a couple of hours bring home a big bag of fish. You would have thought that it would have been fished out by now, but obviously not. Looking at these boats, or what they call prahus, this one here looks very similar to the one I used to have. I used to live in Lombok, and I bought a boat. I was staying at a guest house that was run by an English woman and her Balinese husband, and they were outsourcing, or they were using a third party to take people out snorkeling and diving. And I said, well, what if I buy the boat and all the gear, maybe we'll go halves in it. So for a while there in Lombok, we used to run tourists out and fishing, and they used to go camping and snorkeling and surfing. They could hire the boat for whatever they wanted, and we had a series of packages that they could take. I used to probably drink a little more in my younger days than I do now, and I'd go out in the evening to the bars, and I'd just meet, I'd be out there anyway, and I'd meet tourists and young people coming through, and I'd have a card in my pocket and say, well, if you're interested in this or that, give us a call. And my Balinese friend or partner used to run the boat, and it went quite well for a while. Went a little bit too well, with the locals then realising that they could probably do it a little bit better. So we were subtly, well, not so subtly, informed that it might be best if we close up shop. But that's a story for another day. Here's the morning yoga class. Morning.
Caturanga, Kobra Malaya, Kembali Gunung, Yamping, Loncat.
See a few Westerners in there, might be living here. Bit of stretching to get the day started. Here's another one of those door frames or door arches with where they've made it the structure from coral, and the door itself is probably not as colourful or as intricate as some doors, but the minimal use of the gold, I think, makes it pop. We like our doors. In the real estate world, they say location, 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 and it's pretty hard to beat Sanur as far as location goes, with its proximity to the islands Penida and Lembong, and its proximity to the airport, proximity to an international hospital or an international standard hospital, proximity to the immigration department, which is just on the other side of the road in Denpasar, proximity to Ubud. Yeah, pretty special. Who knows, my ideas might change and I might find myself in time looking forward to getting my feet up here. Well, the morning walk brings us back to where we started at 5:30 or whatever the time was this morning. I think we'll go and have a look at my room, as I know a few people like to get an idea of prices and what you get for it. Oh, while I remember, we were talking earlier about the new hospital that recently opened here, and it's supposedly of international standard. I just met an Australian woman who fell off a step and strained her ligaments in her right ankle, and she's just come from there last night to get the ankle x-rayed and to put it in a boot, and the cost of a boot to limit movement, everything cost 1,000 Australian dollars. There's a door, and this one is also, it's not so much coral, or it is coral, I think, coral and stones. It looks like it's quite a weathered door. Still nice though. Here's another one. I like the colours here, very earthy tones of faded blue and green and gold. The door frame again being made from coral, all of it seems, except for the top part. I wonder if anyone's been elsewhere in the world and have seen doors as extravagant or as magnificent as the Balinese doors. I'd be interested. I imagine places like Morocco or the Middle East or somewhere would have some pretty good doors. I thought he was talking to me. So this is my little place that I've got in Sanur. I'm about 300 or 400 metres from the beach. The place is called AU Guest House, and I think it's probably very typical of what you get for this sort of money in Bali. A nice little entranceway, somewhere to keep the bike secure, which is always good. The room is 30 Australian dollars a night, and it's this is probably the standard or the benchmark. I think this is very typical of a $30 room in Bali. Bright, airy, really good Wi-Fi. The air conditioner is Arctic cold, which I like a lot. 30 Australian dollars a night. And let me see a remnant of a beer from last night. Look, I think Sanur offers a great deal for a lot of people if they wanted to retire here. What you wanted to spend or what you can get away with. It depends obviously on the individual. I think if you had 2,000 Australian dollars a month, you could live really quite comfortable, but that obviously depending on what your needs are. And the top end, you could spend whatever you like. But it's a nice little place here. It's really, really quiet and does me just fine. That's just about it for this one. As always, thanks so much for coming along for the ride. I hope you're well and happy in life and doing the things you want to do. We'll see you soon.